Okay, everybody, it's 7 o'clock and we will start our regular council meeting for the Township of Nipigon for Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. We'll start with our land acknowledgement. In the spirit of reconciliation, the Corporation of the Township of Nipigon respectfully acknowledges it is located on the traditional lands of the Red Rock Indian Band, signatory to the Robinson Superior Treaty of 1850, and the township further respectfully acknowledges the historic presence of the Métis people on these lands. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest this evening? I have one for item 6. Well, it says 6B, but I guess it's supposed to be 6A. Linda, if you can change that on the
Okay.
on my sheet there. Draft, yeah, thanks. Draft municipal accommodation tax bylaw. As my employer is a potential to be involved in that municipal accommodation tax, so I'm going to step out for that discussion. Okay. Seeing no other declarations of pecuniary or disclosures of pecuniary interest, we are going to start with the resolution 119/2024. Oh, we forgot to do the moving and the seconding. Can I have a mover for that, please?
She can't.
And a seconder? I think it's gonna be a shorter meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is resolution number 119/2024, moved by Councillor Hart, seconded by Councillor Westhaver, that the Township of Nipigon Council hereby appoints Anne-Marie Cartwright and Greg Harper to fill the vacant council seats for the remainder of the 2022-2026 term. All in favor? Opposed? And carried. I don't think you can vote yet until you say your oath, but that's
My
okay.
hand went up.
You're just
automatically.
practicing, that's a good thing.
Exercise in there.
All right,
So the
go ahead. Yeah,
declaration of vote.
Declaration of vote.
okay, so who would like to go first? Greg, would you like to go
Sure,
first,
doesn't
since
matter.
you're on the left here?
Yep.
Would
All
you like
right,
to stand so Glenn will be able to get a picture?
Sure.
okay,
Just stand or do it?
maybe go around the behind Linda there and just stand in front of the,
Okay.
Or the
Yeah.
bank wall back there.
Do you, maybe it'd be nice if they both got up together?
sure, you wanna stand together so you're not singled out?
Usually you did the whole council before, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know what, Linda, not in front of the TV, I'm gonna get a glare.
Just
on it.
here? Okay, maybe right here.
Yep.
The flag's in the background too, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's good.
Would this be in the?
And a fan.
Just-
Then I can edit anything out after.
Okay, Greg, you can go ahead first.
I, Greg Harper, having been appointed to the office of councillor in the Township of Nipigon, do solemnly praise and declare, or promise and declare, that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is in the same force and effect as if made under oath. Declare.
And that's.
And we'll sign, we'll do the signing after.
After, okay, go ahead. Anne-Marie.
I, Anne-Marie Cartwright, having been appointed to the office of councillor in the Township of Nipigon, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with Municipal Conflicts of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Thank you.
Okay, and so I will just have you both sign. All right, thank you.
Okay, just stand together there, just stand in front of that fan, not to,
Get your hair blown.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
okay, thanks.
Sorry.
More.
Another picture. This one's for the computer.
That's true.
And actually, could I ask you each to fake signing for me again? Because,
A little too fast.
Well, there were some obstructions.
Like the,
This towering.
they went,
But
Never look at the camera. And it's not.
perfect, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. for considering. Great, thank you. All right. How'd you
Welcome
wanna do that
aboard.
again for me?
Welcome.
And go. Congratulations.
you know, this has to get in shot.
All right, now both of you can vote officially, yay, okay. All right, so let's move on, approval of previous minutes, although you probably shouldn't, well, you can vote on this one, I guess. It's moved and seconded by the people that were there, so. This is, 2B, approval of previous council minutes of May 14th, 2024. Resolution number 120-2024, moved by Councillor Westhaver, seconded by Councillor Hart. The regular council meeting minutes of May 14th, 2024 are hereby adopted as reported by the deputy clerk. All in favor? Opposed? And carried. Okay, next, we are approving and confirming accounts. This is resolution 121-2024, moved by Councillor Hart, seconded by Councillor Westhaver, that the payment of accounts is listed on the following payment voucher B, and the same is hereby confirmed and approved. Payment voucher number 17-2024, $31,066.49, and payment voucher number 18-2024, $174,529.50. All in favor? Opposed? And carried. Okay. So, council business 4A. So this is the Nipigon 2 Police Service Board Council Member Seat Appointment. This is 122-2024. So, police boards are being created. Ours is Nipigon, it's called Nipigon 2. And we need to appoint a board member for that. So I'm just going to call out to any of my fellow councilors here to see if there's any interest in that. Anne Marie, you're interested in that one? Okay, is there anybody else who's interested in the police board? Oh, and I have a conflict of interest there because it's an OPP officer, so probably not a good idea for me to put my hat in the ring there. So, okay, so seeing no one else volunteering for that position, we will put Anne Marie down as the counselor, Counselor Anne Marie Cartwright for that one. And I'm gonna get someone to move that. Glenn, would you like to move that? We usually do this before the meeting, but we were super excited that you guys are coming in, so we forgot. Greg, would you like to
Sure.
second that? Thank you. Okay, so a resolution number 122-2024, moved by Councillor Hart, seconded by Councillor Harper. The council of the corporation of the township of Nipigon hereby appoints the following council member to the Nipigon 2 OPP Service Board for the catchment area Nipigon Township, Dorian Township, Red Rock Township, Red Rock Indian Band, Anne Marie Cartwright. The term of office for this appointment position shall not exceed the term of office of the municipal council that appointed the member. All in favor? Opposed? And carried. Okay. Okay, so our next item, 5A, this is hiring of our summer students. I will need, would you like to move this one? Since you haven't moved anything yet, this is the hiring of the summer students. So you just have to sign your name there if you agree to. Yeah. These are the recommendations from our, I believe our recreation director, so. And who would like to second this hiring of the summer students? Yeah. Okay. So resolution 123-2024 moved by Councillor Cartwright and seconded by, I gotta understand the handwriting now, I gotta get used to it.
Take a guess.
Yeah, seconded by Councillor Westhaver, that this council hereby accepts staff's recommendation to hire the following summer students. Under Public Works Department, Cohen Mahoney, Wyatt Robbins Modine, Leah Brennan, Danny Ray, and Aiden Robbins Modine. Under the golf course, Rourke Tie House. Summer programmers, Addie Wawier and Brooklyn Ratcliffe. Museum, Emily Mangoff Supervisor, and Oliver Allenin and Solomon Labar. Marina, Nathan Robbins Modine, Jordan Ratcliffe, Kaylee Blair, Skylar Ray Churchill. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, and carried. And Glenna, we actually have an extra sheet for you, so you don't have to write them down. So don't forget that. You want to pass that to her? Those are a lot of names.
Even shorthand. would
Yeah.
cover that.
Okay, so our next item, 6 is under the EDC, Economic Development, the draft municipal accommodation tax bylaw. So I'm just going to write the resolution number in here. It will have to be moved and seconded, but that's something maybe that you want to wait till you have a discussion. And I will step out and I will hand this over to Councillor Gail Westhaver, who will now be taking over as the deputy mayor while I step out.
I don't know if you want me to read this whole document here.
Oh, yeah, read everything word for word. No. Just a summary of what it is.
Read the whole thing? Or just like it's, maybe, with the definition of it anyway.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Definition of map taxes, that the caption articles and section names appeared in the bylaw are for convenience references and only have no effect on its interpretation. For the purpose of this bylaw, accommodation means the
Oh,
use.
sorry.
No, she's reading.
Right.
You should start with the memo. You should start with the memo, because it explains.
I don't have that memo, the memo of understanding. That's,
Yes.
I thought I was reading that.
Would you like me to read it?
That's a quite a large one, huh? Just the financial.
Township of Page 8.
Which part? You want me to start right from the beginning then?
Yeah. You might as well.
Okay. Okay, on November 21st, 2017, the province of Ontario enacted the Ontario Regulation 435-17, transient accommodation tax, which came into effect December 1st of 2017, as per section 400-1 of the Municipal Act 2001, SO 2001, section 25. Council has provided the option to pass this bylaw imposing a tax on tax in respect to the purchase of transient accommodation within the township of Nipigon. which is now known as municipal accommodation tax. On March 26, 24, the following resolution was passed by council, Matt, as the Municipal Act Regulation 45-17 to be imposed on the purchase of accommodations short duration within the township of Nipigon. Further, the transient accommodation tax map will be adopted via bylaw and be put into effect June 1st. And that the township of Nipigon provide the revenue proceeds to the amount of defined within the Municipal Act 43517 to local tourism entity for services or activities supporting the promotion and development of tourism in the township of Nipigon. Municipal Act accommodation tax bylaw. Please refer to the attached draft bylaw. It's being brought forward to establish a tax rate and levy on the purchase of transient accommodation within the township of Nipigon with a amended commencement date of October 1st, 2004. Upon approval and adoption of the bylaw, administration will set out to complete the following prior to October 1st, 24 commencement. Provide a letter to all transient accommodation providers in the Nipigon Township to inform them that the bylaw has been adopted and when it will be come into effect. Establish a MAT policy document to outline all details of the implementation and enforcement. A report would be brought forward to council. Enter into negotiations with eligible tourism entity to detail contract terms, ascertain the required approvals, and a final additional letter detailing the MAT and dates established for compliance. I think that should be.
And then just the following options are presented to council.
That'd be way down here, eh?
Next page. Yeah. It's just on the second page after you do it, that you just read.
Pardon me?
It's right there at the bottom of the page you just read.
Very bottom.
No,
I got validity. Where are you here, Linda? There's this long, validity, short title of bylaw. Down at the bottom,
We're not in the bylaw.
no. You went way.
or I just don't know which part here. Sorry. Okay, that's a little condensed. That's good. The following options are presented to council to accept and the draft municipal act accommodation tax bylaw as presented and provide administration with authority to begin implementation of the tax. To not accept the draft municipal act tax bylaw as presented and provide administration with further direction.
So those are the two options. We do have a resolution on the table there too, just for the amended date, because it's being changed from
Okay.
June 1st to
Yeah, this,
October 1st for more preparation.
we have a resolution number 129204. Moved by, I guess, myself and Glenn will second it. That this council approves the commencement date starting in resolution 59-24, addressing the transient accommodation tax to be adopted via bylaw will be changed to October 1st, 2024 to allow for further preparation. All carried.
Questions, discussion.
No, this was just to give the hotel management time to get things into place so they didn't know how to charge the tax outside the tax. And how to submit the tax.
And staff.
Thank you.
Overworked.
Okay, on resolution one, that's a 4, right? 124?
Yes.
Yeah, 124, 2024. All approval. Carry. This one.
And then, you need to choose an option. Oh, we weren't done yet.
Oh,
sorry.
she waved me in.
Yeah, no, I waved her in. What?
Sorry.
You have the two options.
To accept the draft as it is, or to not accept.
I thought we were gonna take a look.
No, that's the
Oh, that's-
commencement of the collecting.
Okay,
Like, this is basically just the draft, so the idea is to draft, present the draft to the hotel owners as well, in case they want to add something and such. And
well, it was originally June 1st, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we all accept the resolution to delay the proceedings till October 1st?
That's passed.
Okay,
You're just looking at now the two options. I'm sorry, we probably should have did it in
Yeah,
different order,
the two options to accept the draft, those two,
right,
okay.
that you have right there, yes.
Okay. I'll read them again. To accept the draft municipal accommodation tax bylaw as presented and provided administration with the authority to begin implementation of the tax. To not accept the draft municipal accommodation tax bylaw as presented and provide administration with further direction. We vote to adopt the resolution to
Discussion.
October,
discussion,
pardon?
discussion first,
I didn't hear what you said.
discussion first.
You said, option A.
I don't know if I've been to a town where they didn't have it since 2017. Every time, every hotel bill that I have has mat tax on it.
Yeah.
I don't think people are really gonna be shocked and upset to see the tax on their bill when they are staying in a hotel. Usually, generally, if it's a business and they have to do it for business, they get that tax back anyways in a rate, in an input tax credit. If they're on vacation, they're probably used to paying it anyways. That's just my opinion. As far as the implementing it and collecting it, it's probably not gonna be that much difference than when they added the other, split up the taxes and put them back together. Every time they change the taxes, really, that's just my.
We already voted that we were going to carry this forward, but it was just a short time for them to get.
It was short notice. for
Yeah,
them to-
short
yeah.
notice for the
Yeah.
accommodation. People that are gonna have to implement that on their computers to add that 4%.
Yeah.
So this gives them a little more time to do that.
And so what you're choosing right now is that you are okay with the bylaw as it is,
Yeah.
or you're not, you would like a change somehow, you'd like more direction.
So is
That's,
We're
everybody,
choosing option one, is that what we're rolling on?
option one is to accept the draft bylaw, option two is to not accept and to have further direction.
Yeah.
So
I believe it's a standard.
Yeah. everybody in agreement?
Other councils and stuff like that, it's a standard.
Yes, is everybody in agreement to adopt option one and proceed with the accommodation tax effective October 1? All in agreement?
And I do believe there is another resolution for that.
Another one? I only had this one here. Oh,
Right here.
okay.
And Marie has it.
Yeah.
Gail?
Actually has it. Yeah. Let's keep that there, the yours, so they signed.
It's not numbered, but it'll have to have the number added.
125.
How much, what number?
125.
125
And 25, 2-2024.
dash 2.
2024.
2024.
Thank you very much. Pass that down.
Did you want me to read it?
Sure.
Okay. The draft municipal accommodation tax bylaw is being brought forward to establish the tax rate and to levy on the purchase of transient accommodation within the township in Nipissing with an amended commencement date of October first, 2024. Upon approval and adoption of the bylaw, administration will set out to complete the following prior to the October 1st, 2024 commencement. And this is the same as what was on the memo.
Yep.
And then, so the options, the following options are presented to council. A, to accept the draft municipal accommodation tax bylaw as presented and provide administration with authority to begin implementing the tax. Or B, to accept the draft municipal accommodation tax bylaw as presented and provide administration with further direction. And so this council hereby selects option A.
Correct.
Okay. And now Suzanne.
Now we can't find her.
Are you ready for me now?
Yes.
I'll just keep that with the resolutions.
Split it over on the side.
Okay, this one here. 25, 24. Yeah, I thought it was a 9. Oh, I saw a 24 looked the same.
All right, moving on. Item 7, cemetery. Cliffside Cemetery Committee draft minutes of May 16th. So we will need, first of all, before we get a mover in a second, or does anyone have any questions? We didn't have a council member, I don't think at this one, but we do have a cemetery person. Well, you're not officially on the committee, but you're probably there, right, Glenna? There's some questions? Okay, so we'll need a mover and a seconder for this one as well, for these minutes.
Yeah, if you need the mover.
Just update you that they poured the slabs this week for the columbariums.
Nice, yeah, I noticed that they had done the digging for that, one the second that time.
That's nice.
Done the digging and everything, we're just waiting for the concrete to come in, eh? Nice, okay. Okay, so this is resolution number 126-2024, moved by Councillor Harper, seconded by Councillor Hart, that the minutes of the Cliffside Cemetery Committee on April 18th, 2024 are hereby adopted. Nope, that's the,
It's a little different because there was draft.
old draft, so we're just looking at the draft for information and we're approving them the April 18th, is that what we're
Correct.
doing? Okay,
Yes.
all right, so we're gonna just move on down to those April 18th minutes, if no one has questions about the May 16th. So we're gonna get through this. Okay, so this is again, 126-2024, moved by Councillor Harper, seconded by Councillor Hart, that the minutes of the Cliffside Cemetery Committee on April 18th, 2024 are hereby adopted, and the draft minutes of May 16th, 2024, with recommendation 1 to 4 reviewed. Okay,
I believe they just wanted council to be aware of them at this point.
Okay. removal of a stump, removal of a dead tree, basically that's just some regular business of the cemetery. All in favor? Minutes opposed and carried. All right, quad council minutes of May 13th, so there's no resolution for this, this is just for information for council. So myself and Linda attended the first quad council meeting for this council. And yeah, went pretty well. I don't know if anyone has any questions for us about any of the items, the terms of reference, any of that information. So the next one would be in November.
Pretty straightforward.
So each, according to the terms of reference that we drafted at the meeting, each meeting will have a head of council, which would be the mayor or the chief, and then one council representative. Now, this is not gonna happen till November, so we don't have to decide right now, but we can either have a regular council person that attends those meetings, or we can just kind of switch it up. It's just gonna be up to us, so we can decide that at a later date. If that's okay with everybody. Any questions? Linda?
I just wanted to add that it was the first quad council meeting, probably since COVID, so it's good to have everyone get together.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice, especially since there were quite a few new council members on board too, so it was nice for everybody to get together, and we see each other at conferences, but it's a little more intimate when we're all kind of together in a smaller space, so it was nice. Okay, next we have some top of Lake Superior Chamber of Commerce minutes of May 7th. Again, this is just for information, if anyone has any comments about that. Okay, seeing none, we're gonna go on to 8. The next one under our agenda here, I think the numbers or the letters a little bit wrong, but that's okay. GHG Reduction Pathways Proposal. So this is for information. Linda, can you just go over the basics of what this is exactly?
Yeah, so this was brought to our attention, they were offering, it's, it's a program to help, Lake Nipigon reduce the cost and GHG emissions. And the program is to reduce energy costs. I just said that.
Yeah.
It's being offered by Hummingbird. And they help us apply for a grant that's like $200,000 in GMF funding to perform building assessments and energy audits. So they did, they submitted a proposal to us. And so we're just at the review stage, and we will review that proposal, but it's, we definitely still need to look into what our share of the cost will be, but it could be very beneficial to the town to have this done.
Okay,
At the bottom, there was a cost that, it seemed like every building had, they already had picked amounts for the museum and for the Cedars building to do that study, and then there was a leftover amount after, if we were successful in getting to 200,000, wasn't all that much, it's somewhere.
it's about 50, yeah, 57,964.
Yeah, $60,000 basically, I guess, when we tax it up. And that does pretty much every building and public building in town, eh?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So is there a deadline that they're going towards, or is this a grant that's kind of ongoing?
It sounds like it's
intake?
ongoing.
Okay. All right, so you'd recommend then we defer that to when the new public works superintendent
Yes.
gets their
Yes.
feet wet? Okay, so we'll do that. We'll move, thank you for bringing that to our attention. That's it's an interesting proposal, so we'll defer that to Public Works. Okay, Thunder Bay DSAP board minutes. Again, this is just for information. If anyone has any comments, please stop me. Other council, so the next item is other municipal resolutions. So we do from time to time get resolutions from other municipalities that are trying to advocate for certain issues. So this one is from the Council of the Municipality of Castleman, and it's opposition to the proposed regulatory changes under the Conservation Authorities Act. So
Not sure where they're from, like where that is,
Castleman,
Castleman.
I believe it's in near Ottawa area, like East Toronto
Okay.
area. Yeah.
But for a lot of the stuff, us up here would have completely different rules than anyway. Northern Ontario.
So does anyone have anything to say about that, or do we want to see if anyone would like to move and second supporting supporting that resolution for Castleman. Would anyone like to move it?
Don't know enough about
Yeah.
it.
That's okay, if we don't know enough about something or it's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't have to move it. Okay, so that one is dead in the water. The next one is Resolution C 2024-165 from the Township of Georgian Bay Council regarding sustainable infrastructure funding for small rural municipalities. Now, this one I think that we can relate to, and actually Councillor Hart and I met with, had a delegation with the Ministry of Infrastructure discussing this exact thing. Basically, we don't have enough infrastructure money to support
Pretty
what
much
we
what
need
they
to
said
do.
is what we said.
That's it. Okay, so this is resolution 127-2024. Would someone like to move it?
Sure.
Okay, we'll go Glenn and then we'll
Yeah.
go Councillor Harper, if that's okay. Oops, don't get a paper cut. Gail.
No, especially right here.
No. Oh, another one down. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is resolution number 127-2024, moved by Councillor Hart, second by Councillor Harper, that this council hereby supports resolution C 2024-165 from the Township of Georgian Bay Council regarding sustainable infrastructure funding for small rural municipalities. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, so now is the time in the meeting where, sorry, I have to take a drink. Where we do sort of a roundtable and ask if there's any other business. So basically, it's not a time to discuss a new agenda item and have a debate. It's basically for you to bring something to our attention, just a general discussion point. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with Councillor Hart. Do you have anything for any other business?
Not right now.
Councillor Westhaver?
No,
No. Councillor Cartwright? No. Councillor Harper?
I have one thing, I'm not sure if this is the place to bring it up, in regards to, the municipal resolutions like other ones. Has anything come across the table here about, the inspection station on the, like the truck inspection station? Like lobbying it for 24/7 operation?
I don't know if it's come through us, but I know it's been lobbied through the like the opposition, the NDP, and it's also gone through, I believe, NOMA,
No, yeah.
Northern
NOMA's
Ontario
done, yeah.
Municipality,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because this is, we need to lobby about that, 'cause
Mhm.
it's closed half the time you're driving by there, so.
Mhm.
the Shunya one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new one.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and I
Okay, well, as
know-
long as something has happened there.
Yeah.
You've got to lobby the government to get them.
Yeah.
Keep it open, so,
yeah, they are
okay,
on
that's
that.
good for me
sure.
then.
I think Wendy's on that too, eh? She's.
Yeah. I should always write this down because I always forget, but I just want to congratulate the organizers of the ATV event this weekend. I think they had sort of not as many riders as they normally do, but it looks like they raised about 3 times the amount of money that they normally do.
Yeah.
So it sounds like there was a lot of people that came and just donated to the family that was to the, is it the Gale family, right? Yeah, Gale family, yeah. So congratulations to them. I want to say congratulations to Linda Nickel
Yeah.
for receiving the Senior of the Year Award for Nipigon. And congratulations as well, and thank you to the organizers of the seniors banquet. It went really well as usual, and our own Sumi, our librarian here, volunteers to with the Rotary to help with that, but it's the Rotary Club and the Elks Club as well. And just want to congratulate them for another job well done and congratulate Linda. And yeah, I think that was it. And sorry to hear the dodgeball tournament got canceled last weekend. Is it going to be deferred to another date, Michael, or?
Next year.
Next year, okay. So it's kind of a nice problem to have too many things happening in a weekend, and there was a lot going on. And we only have so many volunteers that can be stretched so far, so. Yeah, so disappointed that the dodgeball is canceled, but good to see things moving and shaking, so.
Yeah.
Okay, Linda, do you have anything as a staff person?
I do not.
No, okay, and we have no other staff here, so I'm going to put us into closed session because we do have a closed session. Some closed session agenda items here. So this is 128-2024. And we'll have this moved by Councilor Westhaver maybe. And Councilor Cartwright, would you like to second it? And they know that they have to leave, but they